Riley Longhill, ghost hunter, along with her trusty dog Geist. Riley is the fictional alter ego of author Michele Pariza Wacek, who is also known as Michele PW. All stories are a product of the author's imagination. For more on Riley, along with musings from Michele and more, visit mpwnovels.com. Hello, it is Michele PW, Michele Pariza Wacek, fiction author, and of course the host of the Adventures of Riley Longhill, Ghost Hunter, which of course is what you're listening to. And before we jump into Riley's newest adventure, I want to just give a quick shout out because, as you know, I'm a fiction author, and this podcast is sponsored by one of my fiction books, which is The Stolen Twin, which is available not only as a Kindle and a physical book, but it is also available on Audible. Yes, it is an audiobook. So since you're listening to a podcast, you might like to listen to your fiction books. So definitely go check it out on Audible. It's also available on iTunes as well and on Amazon. And to give you a quick synopsis to Wet Your Whistle. As a child, Kit's twin sister cat disappeared, never to be heard from again, until one Halloween night. But is it really Cat, or is it someone else playing a sinister and deadly game? So I don't actually read it. One of my friends who's an actress reads it, and I think she does a really fabulous job. So definitely head on over and check that out if you're at all interested, and you can learn more at mpwnovels.com, mpwnovels.com. Okay, so now let's jump into the latest adventure of Riley Longhill. So this is episode 6, Ghost Hunting Adventure, Hotel Vendome. And when we last left Riley, she had just kind of completed her very first ghost hunting adventure at the Hacienda Inn. And maybe it was kind of mixed results. So if you haven't caught it, you may want to go back and listen to the first 5 just to kind of get caught up and see what happened. But it's not necessary. You can just jump right in here and we'll get started with episode 6, Ghost Hunting Adventure, the Hotel Vendome. Okay, I admit it. My last ghost hunting adventure at the Hacienda Inn had mixed results. On one hand, I saw my first ghost. Yay me! On the other hand, I wasn't sure I could actually, post about it without getting into trouble. Well, never fear. Today was a brand new day, a brand new start to my ghost hunting adventure. And what better place to get that fresh start but the Hotel Vendome in Prescott, Arizona. So according to local legend, Abby and her husband moved to Prescott because Abby was sick with TB. While it appeared they were living in the hotel, it's also a little unclear why that was. The most popular story claims that they were the original owners of the hotel, which was built in 1917. But they ended up losing it, and the new owners kept them on as managers. However, according to folks who have actually, researched the old deeds, there's no proof they ever actually owned the hotel. Which of course doesn't mean they weren't the managers, just that they never actually owned it. And then of course there are other stories that said they were simply living there for free. And maybe they're living there for free, but I suppose they could have been paying guests as well. But regardless, they were living at the Hotel Vendome in 1921 when one day Abby's husband went out for medicine for her and never came back. Abby was so distraught. She locked herself in her room, refusing to eat until she perished. She also locked her cat, Noble, in the closet, and he died at about the same time. Now both Abby and her cat haunt the hotel. A ghost cat, I said to my dog Geist. Geist means ghost in German. What do you think about that? Geist did not appear to like that idea at all. I know you used to chase that feral cat in our neighborhood, I said, but maybe a ghost cat would be different. Geist picked up her alligator squeaky toy and gave it a few good hard squeaks. She shot me a meaningful look, the toy dangling out of her mouth. Are you saying that's what you want to do to the cat? Geist squeaked it one more time. Well, unfortunately for you, the hotel doesn't allow dogs. Geist groaned and put her head down. It's not my decision, I started to say when my phone rang. It was my sister, Katie. How is the zombie hunting, she asked. Hey, kids, be careful with that saw. In the background, I could hear the kids bickering. It's my turn with the saw. No, you always get it. It's mine. Zombies? What do you think? I'm in a Walking Dead episode? Of course not, silly. The Walking Dead isn't real, Katie said. And you think zombie hunting is real? Well, you're doing it. No, I'm not, I said. I'm ghost hunting. Oh, yes, ghosts. Have you found any yet? I did. Faith. Just one? She sounded disappointed. Just one? Most people never see a ghost in their entire lives. Yes, but most people aren't ghost hunters. I would think if a ghost hunter couldn't see ghosts, that would be a bit of an issue. Whatever, I said. I'm getting ready for my next adventure. I'm going to go look for Abby in the Hotel Vendome. So what happened to Abby? Her husband went out for medicine or something and never came back, so she locked herself and her cat up in her room and starved to death. I'm sensing a theme, Katie said. Didn't your last ghost die because her husband went out for cigarettes and never returned? Do you think they stick around to haunt their husbands? I asked. Ooh, that's an idea. I'm going to tell Jack if he goes out for cigarettes one night and never returns, that's grounds for me to haunt him. Just as long as you don't kill him first. There is that, Katie said. Hey, kids, stop that. The cat doesn't want to play with the saw. I have to go. The Hotel Vendome would be my most famous haunted hotel yet, although that wasn't saying much as it was also only my second. But still, the Hotel Vendome had been featured in a bunch of specials and stories of documented hauntings. With any luck, I too would meet Abby. With even more luck, I'd get a really cool story out of that I could share on my soon-to-be famous blog. Once I started it, that was. I took a moment to imagine myself being interviewed on Ellen, or maybe even Oprah, and having them sitting there spellbound as I recounted how I made contact with Abby and her cat Noble. My phone rang. It was my best friend, Coco. Got that ghost hunting blog started yet? She asked. I bought the URL, I said. Only one? Well, a few, I admitted. I'm not sure which one is best. I could practically hear her roll her eyes. Have you done anything else? I'm working on the banner, I said, which was almost true. I had been thinking about how the banner should look, but I was still going back and forth on a color scheme. Could I use something like navy or dark purple, or did I need to keep it black and white? Could I put a ghost in it, or was that too cheesy? So many decisions. Is that it? That's quite a lot, I said defensively. What more should I be doing? Oh, I don't know. Call me old-fashioned, but maybe you should, write something. You're the one who told me I couldn't write about the Hacienda Inn and being in the broom closet, I said. So I'm heading over to the Hotel Vendome tonight. Who is the ghost at the Hotel Vendome? Abby and her cat Noble. She's famous. Famous? Really? So what's your plan? Are you going to hide in a broom closet again? No. I'm going to do this one by the book, I said. All on the up and up. Well, that's a step in the right direction, Coco said. Speaking of steps, what's the first one? Head on over there, I said. What else would it be? Why are you asking me? Coco asked. I'm not the big ghost hunter here. Is that what a real ghost hunter would do first? I am a real ghost hunter, I said. Oh, right. I forgot. Must be because there's no blog to remind me. I told you I'm working on the banner, I said. I can't launch a blog without a banner. What would you do? Oh, I don't know, Coco said. Maybe research? I mean, you said this is a famous site, so maybe doing and posting some more research before you actually show up would be good. That was actually a pretty good idea. Maybe I should do some research on Abby and Noble and the Hotel Vendome before actually doing the ghost investigation. Maybe that would provide some solid background that would make my blog even juicier. So now there's only one problem: where to find all that great background information. And that is it for episode 6. So remember, Riley Longhill is my fictional alter ego. And yes, the Hotel Vendome is an actual hotel located here in Prescott, Arizona, and has been documented to be haunted by both Abby and Noble, the cat. And I will see you all next time, where you can hear what happened once she actually shows up at the Hotel Vendome. Tune in next week for another great episodes of The Adventures of Riley Longhill, Ghost Hunter. And don't forget to check out mpwnovels.com for more fictional goodness from Michele.